Good afternoon for the first time in Season 8, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the APSC Mexican Grand Prix. Yes, that's right, the Mexican Grand Prix, not the Australian Grand Prix, because there's been a season calendar shake-up, and we left off with pole in Abu Dhabi, and hopefully here we can replicate that. We've got some purple laps there. The second one was warning free, the first one was not, and I'll show you that here in a second. We're joined on the front row by a rival from last season, in a Red Bull this time though, that's Nick Dahi. In P3, the hometown guy, the Ferrari driver of Gordau, and our teammate Dubsy, the first of the soft runners, in fourth. A very good start for us, but not however for Nick, and our fellow front row sitter falls way into the clutches of the field. We've got Ferraris all over us, Gordau in particular, but now Base Chip Ninja on the outside might be a worry as well. We're getting some serious lag here as we're in the yellow conditions under virtual safety car. We get spun out by Ninja, and we're going to try not to lose many positions. We're in fourth, and well, that's definitely not what we were after. In fact, he's disconnected now, so calamity happening for the Ferraris and the Mercedes up front. It's a very realistic battle actually, this order, even though we're on equal cars. We're back up to P3 here, but Dubsy getting a very lucky start. Being on the soft, it's very good for his race, shall we say. Anyhow, we're under pressure here from Nick. Instead of going forward, we're going backward maybe. No, just enough under brake to keep the Red Bull at bay and hopefully go after Gordau instead. He's got DRS though, so this might be more difficult than we anticipated, getting back on terms with our teammate, who is of course on the slower tyre. Wow, almost crashed into the back of Gordau there. Let's have a look at the replay. Does he lag backwards here? Yes. Came very close to losing our wing there, but he spins out, possibly as a result of contact with me on his screen, so I apologise for that, but not a lot I could do. I pitted at the end of lap 6, as did Nick, and we file back up to P4 by the time we catch the soft runners, the first being Ahutius in the Williams, who was doing a lot better than he was last season. Congratulations to him. He ended up getting his best result in history at the end of this race, I believe 7th. So great job on Williams' debut. Anyway, we're going to pick up the DRS from him and hopefully get by, because we don't want to be held up. Not saying he's slow or anything, but he will be slower on those older tyres. So up into the podium positions we go. Aaron and Dubsy are the cars in front. Yet to pit, of course, both of them starting on the soft compound. We catch up with the fastest lap, and in the pits there you can see a couple of dots, one being yellow, signifying that's my teammate, and the race leader in Dubsy. He goes on to the mediums. We pit for the second time at the end of lap 19, surrendering the lead back to him. About the fastest lap though, as we try and catch up and make the undercut, because we know he might have to make another pit stop. However, we do catch up to this group here, including Meb on debut for Force India, and up ahead you can see the Haas of Aaron, who's also performed only one stop. So a little bit of time lost here behind these guys is unfortunate for us, because we're trying to make it as big an undercut as possible before Dubsy goes on to super softs, which was very predictable knowing the tyre stint lengths. Thankfully Meb enters the pits. We couldn't get past him earlier because of the DRS effect he had on Aaron. Now we get the DRS from him, and Aaron pits the next lap, so not held up too much by Aaron but more by Meb. But of course that's just how the race pans out sometimes. Up into the lead we go when Dubsy goes in for his final stop, obviously a 2-stop for most people, possibly more if you get some damage. But by lap 33 there was nothing we could do. Our teammate far faster on the super soft rubber. We're going to let him through here. I say let him through, but we really did fight it, but there was really no point. The DRS was going to carry him past at some point anyway, and all I could do was hope that he might get a puncture, but I think I was closer to that in fact. And with all the lag, I didn't want to risk any teammate shenanigans. First and second for Australia, first and second for the team is a fantastic way to start the season. And the Mexican Grand Prix goes to my teammate Dubsy. Perhaps if we weren't spun out early on, we had a better shot at syncing up our stint lengths on super softs. But there it goes. 1-2, not so bad. See you next time in Japan.